Vale, vamos a probar este Kingdom Come Deliverance. No sé por qué no sale el título por ningún lado, no se ve, ¿no? Rarísimo. Ya que está gratis en la Epic y hace tiempo lo probé, pero me iba bastante mal. Espero que ahora vaya bien. Así que, nueva partidita. O normal. Nada más faltaría que fuera en extremo. War Horse. Caballo de guerra. La primera parte del siglo XV fue una época turbulenta para el Sacro Imperio Romano que había florecido durante el mandato del emperador Carlos IV. Ahora con el hijo de no sé quién, el dejadez del rey enfureció a la nobleza, así como a medio hermano del rey. Segismundo. No me da tiempo a leer una mierda. Vale, se ve bastante guapo, ¿no?
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
A ver. Tenemos cosas. Estamos departiendo en la taberna. Por medio de las dos primeras opciones de este diálogo se pueden decidir las características predeterminadas del personaje. Si no son deseadas, no hay que preocuparse. Todas las características se pueden desarrollar sin limitaciones. ¿Vale? Fuerza, vitalidad. Fuerza.
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday.
Mentira
and I
todo,
was
pero
helping Fritz
queda bien
and Henry
decirlo.
with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Vale, diálogo o vitalidad. Yo voy con Bianca. Que más fuerza estaría bien. Dame un poquito de
I
vitalidad.
was with Bianca. Do you want a blow-by-blow account of everything we did? What's this, an interrogation?
All right. Sorry, son. It's just that I worry about you.
Thanks, Ma, but I'm not 4 years old.
I know, Hal.
No, la verdad es que parece un señor ya.
Up in front of my eyes. It's hard to get used to it.
Ir con tu padre. Mis amigos han estado aquí, tengo hambre. Padre está enfadado conmigo, ¿necesitas ayuda? Fin del diálogo. ¿Necesitas ayuda?
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Va, fin del diálogo. Bueno, venga, va.
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was. And you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know.
Ah, viejo.
Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Fin del diálogo. La brújula indica la dirección para completar la misión. Ah, ir con padre.
Come here, I need your help.
Párete.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Vale. Yo no sé por qué, pero recuerdo peleas con espada. A ver. Misiones. O sea, diario de misiones y mapa. El mapa. Hostia, el mapa es una mierda pinchar un palo. Has descubierto rueda de afilar. Vamos. Buenas. He dicho buenas.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Vaya.
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Vale, gavilanes conseguidos. La estamina es una mierda, ¿eh? ¡Oh, puñetazo! Tiene golpe así de recto. Creo que tengo que hablar con este señor, ¿eh? ¿Tú quieres el borracho?
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
A ver, me envía por el dinero.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
¿Cómo?
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
¿Cómo? ¿Me está amenazando? A ver. Ahora necesitarás poder de persuasión. Persuasión o de persuasión. No sé ni hablar. Para lograr tus objetivos. Cuando hables con la gente, normalmente puedes seleccionar el tipo de impresión que quieres causar. También puedes usar sencillamente el diálogo, pero se ve influenciado por la reputación que tengas en el momento de hablar con la persona. En la Edad Media la posición social era crucial, de forma que el atuendo y tu aseo, además de tu reputación, pueden poner una gran diferencia. Si tienes un aspecto peligroso, la gente temerá enfrentarse a ti. Es más probable que te asignen misiones arriesgadas. Todo ello depende de tu fuerza y del efecto disuasorio del arma y el equipo, pero también influyen otras cosas como las manchas de sangre en tu ropa, joder, macho. A veces puedes confiar en que el dinero hable por ti, solo tienes que acordar una suma persuasiva. Sobornar funciona igual que comprar. Es convencer a regatear. En casos especiales puedes probar cualquier otra habilidad, como la equitación. Ah, vale. No se le importa la sonido de tal, para que sí. Ya, siguiente página. Empezamos. Pero a cada persona que le tratas de forma distinta, no intimidarás a un matón con facilidad. Y te vistas como te vistas, no será fácil que impresiones a los nobles. Por eso las habilidades de Henry no tienen un valor universal, asignado sin más. Sino que se comparan con las habilidades de tu homólogo en el juego, bajo los correspondientes iconos. Puedes ver los valores de la tabla, de que sí. No tengo ni puñetera idea de cómo funciona, así que escape. Paga, borracho, no. Las deudas han de saldarse.
Look, I know things aren't easy. The wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're
Nada, toma. Le llama borracho.
It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without something.
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners?
¿Ha llamado de ladrón a mi padre? Le reviento.
Then, been a pleasure.
Combate sin arma. Gancho, golpe directo. Patada con la F.
Take that!
No.
Scott. Now. Oh dear, did that hurt? You're going to cry.
Y ahora tú, desgraciado.
Yeah!
¿Qué pasa, tío?
That's gonna cut.
No entiendo, tío. Uy, pues yo creo que es un poco falso, ¿eh?
Way off.
Au.
Give up.
He leído mejor el tutorial, ¿eh?
Take that. You had it coming, you pup. And your old man
El pavo es inmortal.
too.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Mama, me han pegado, mama.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that.
No me ves la cara.
There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Maldito desgraciado. Vamos a dejarlo para luego.
How are you, Henry?
El carbonero. Ya no puedo. No tengo dinero aún.
Take care.
Mm. ¿Cuánto? Es que no sé ni cuánto carbón quiere, no sé cuánto dinero tengo. Espérate, no entiendo el sangrentado. ¿Qué mierda es esto, tío? No entiendo. ¿Cuál es el dinero que tengo yo? Ahora vengo, que no tengo dinero, tío.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
It was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
No sé qué decirte, pero supongo que sí.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Stroban Jack. Necesito cobrar, tío. Este borracho desgraciado.
One beating wasn't enough for you?
No.
You still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail. One beating wasn't enough for you? Yep.
No te puedo mirar mis habilidades y estas cosas. Sigilo, no. Por aquí sí vamos. Fuerza, agilidad, vitalidad, diálogo. No entiendo nada. Este tío es asqueroso, tío. Es que no sé ni cómo.
Well landed! Now.
Me ha dolido, ¿eh? Joder, qué pesado, tío. Es que si me acerco.
Enough, please. I yield.
Hombre, por fin. Dejarlo libre sin condiciones. Dejarlo ir desarmado.
Go. Get out of here now.
Thank you.
Que quiero que me pagues.
I won't forget.
Me acabo de liar, ¿verdad? Ah, no sé qué tengo que hacer. Al borracho de la narices. No entiendo, tío. Lo de robar si era mía. Lavarse. Tú has perdido un pulpo en un garaje, te lo digo en serio. Intenta hacerte con el hacha, el martillo y los clavos de otra manera. Vale, vale. Tenemos el hacha. Me falta el martillo y los clavos. Ah. Allanamiento. Allanamiento ni allanamiento, que el tío me debe cosas.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that.
Hola.
Fritz might have one.
Clear off. One beating wasn't enough for you?
But you still owe my father.
You'll get nothing from me. Tell that to your old man. I'm telling you, lay one finger on me and I'll have you thrown in jail.
Me lo has dicho eso. Martillo y clavos, ¿dónde estarán?
What do you want? You have no business here. What part didn't you understand? Give up, you hear?
No, forget it. Now you die.
You beast!
Saquear. Lo digo todo, qué leches. No tiene nada más, tío. ¿Esto es todo lo que tenía? Ah, amigo. No, esto es mi inventario. Y quiero el martillo. ¿Dónde mierda tienes el martillo? Aquí. Clavos y martillo, hecho. Qué malas pruebas y no me han dejado. Vale, ¿ahora qué? Porque ahora el problema lo tengo. Y sigo necesitando el dinero. Riqueza de comerciante 20, tu riqueza 20. Es que tengo 0, tío. ¿Qué hago? Compra saco de carbón. Compra cerveza. Enciende el grima. Vamos a ir al B. A ver, ahí. He venido a curarme con mamá. Arena de combate. Anda.
So, can we get started?
Podemos.
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Tutorial.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Not bad. Not bad. Again. Good. Fine.
¿Cómo elijo la dirección? Es lo que no entiendo, tío.
Fine. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Good. All right. Good. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Fine. Good. Now you're getting it.
¿Y ya?
All right. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Vale, damos dinero. Supone que el dinero me lo tenía que dar el tonto este, ¿no? Ah, puedo vender, claro. Hola. Puedo venderte. ¿Esto es lo que tengo yo equipado? ¿Cómo me equipo yo esto? Espérate un segundo. Yo no tengo ni idea de cómo va el inventario aún. Inventario. Esto me da 100 de vida, es mejor que esto. Bota vieja 95. Tabardo corto no. En teoría estas son peores que estas. La bufanda. Vale, ahora sí. Hablemos de negocios. Quiero venderte unas botas viejas. No, perdón. Unas calzas parcheadas. Los clavos de Kunesh. Esto de la manita. Ah, que esto es robado. Creo que significa que es robado. Vale. Y ahora quiero comprar cabón. Dame de 20. Mirar la cesta. Y como mierda confirmo. Cerrar el trato a la X. El comerciante no tiene dinero suficiente. A ti, he robado todo. Y ahora necesitamos ir a por una cerveza.
Implements, instruments and tools. Everything for work and home. God be with you.
¿Qué tienes?
Take care.
Compañero fiel, 200 y pico, su prima. Bastante guapo, pero me voy.
Look out.
¿Dónde está la taberna? ¿Quién es?
Good health to you.
Esto es el sastre.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his
Wenceslas.
The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope.
God be with you, Henry.
I'm with you, Matthew. What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Una broma.
I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
No vayas, no
It's
te
our duty
líes.
to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
¿Puedo elegir?
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
Well, that's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go.
Y ahora, aparte.
Honestly, Hal, how could you possibly chance like this?
Estoy aprendiendo a comportarme, dejarme en paz. Bianca. Bianca. Vale.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Y cerveza.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
La jarra para padre.
Father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Oh.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
0,2 Hodgson.
Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
No sé qué me da. Vale. Ah, para guardar manual. Snaps Redentor. Ya está todo. Vamos a volver, compadre.
May the Lord watch over you.
Pero que te diga.
God be with you,
En algún momento se va a ir toda la mierda, ¿verdad?
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house.
Yo no he sido.
And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it.
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish, so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
Y bueno, acabo de pegar una panita a un tío para que me devolviera el dinero.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it.
Ahí con las manos. Joder, Joder, macho. ¿Cómo te la juegas?
Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Y a cuchillo.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal.
Oi.
Here, I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Ea.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Y... Mira por los clavos de Cristo. The living room. Queso. Lo llevo. Ya tengo los clavos para Teresa. ¿Qué tiene, señorita?
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
do.
Just
Go and
wondering,
get those damn
will you be
nails.
going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Uy, aquí hay tema, Cuidado.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Parece que corta.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
¿Qué haces? ¿Qué mierda de corte ha sido ese?
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Correcto.
If you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Ya se está liando. Vale, pero si somos un pueblo de mierda, dejarnos en paz.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Madre mía.
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Ha dado, ¿eh?
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
No, hombre, ¿dónde vas?
You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Ah, yo haría lo mismo, la verdad. Para morir, no vas a poder parar esto. Adiós de traidor. Por la espalda. Vaya.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn
Me dejan tirado, qué cabrones. Oh, se ha ido a la mierda. Correcto. Soy un caballo. Estamina.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Aquí hay caballos. ¿Me la puedo jugar? Quita, payaso. Te reviento. De la partida. A ver. Es injustísimo. Tengo la espada, pero... ¿Cómo mierda saco la espada? ¿Por qué se ve tan oscuro ahora? Joder. Y vaya paliza, ¿no? Un momento. Está guapísimo el juego, la verdad. En el primer combate ya estoy muriendo como si no hubiera un mañana. Es que no mola, yo quiero salvar a la pobre Teresa.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you.
Inventario. Snaps. No es nada para combinar, pero ¿puedo usarlo? Alquimia.
Elintézzük ezt a féleszűt.
Quita, leñe.
Igen. Betal.
Joder. ¿Puedes dejar? Vale, ya está. Ya sé lo que tengo que hacer. Ay, me he equivocado de botón. Embriaguez. ¡Payaso! Vale, sí, vámonos. Montar a caballo, lo típico. ¡Corre, desgraciado!
Ya.
Otro que viene corriendo, la peña.
Ya.
¡Es duda! ¡Au! Necesito ayuda, me sangro.
Left. Talmor gets to the left, along the stream.
A la izquierda.
Flee to Talmor. Warn the others. They've tore its scallops.
Estoy muriendo. Ah, que me están persiguiendo muy de cerca, los desgraciados.
Run for it. Run for it.
Baja el ritmo pensando que no me perseguían. Que te calles.
Go. They'll kill you all.
Estoy con sin estamina en el caballo. ¿Y a dónde tengo que ir, macho? ¡Vete algo!
And loose!
Hanyo, who's in there?
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Duele. Y se desmaya.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Joder.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe.
Y un ejército muy grande.
What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle?
No.
I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Ya no duele tanto la pierna. Hablar con Sir Robert. Qué reventado, tío.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith.
La verdad es que sí que estoy un poco reventado,
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
¿Cómo quieres que estén las botas? Fatal, ¿eh? Oh, pato asado. Lo come, ¿eh? Mierda. Comida. A ver, todo. Y no le molesta, la verdad. Tengo un sueño que lo flipan, ¿no? De 82. $91. 28, estoy perfecto. Ya no tengo hambre. Ahora lo que tengo es sueño. ¿Salir fuera para dormir? Madre mía. Estoy dando una vuelta tonta por aquí, no es. No veo nada.
Please tell me what happened in Skalitz.
Coño, con eso todo pegado, señora. Saciedad, energía al 100%, 12 horas. ¿No puedo dormir más de 12 horas? Pues poco me parece.
of the ordinary. Report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
El día borracho, macho.
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Oh, vale. Cuenta la historia.
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I met my friends right next to the Skalitz ale house. When we heard Deutsch praising Sigismund, our blood boiled. My mates decided to teach that fool to mind his tongue, so thanks to us, Deutsch had to scrape horse shit off his newly whitewashed house.
How foul.
When I done the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it.
Me cobraron la deuda, me cago en todo.
Sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Correcto.
I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Correcto.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail.
Hay que ir a rescatarlo.
For years. But it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Cuidado.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Madre mía. Pesadilla. Eso lo estás soñando, eso no pasó.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Ahora es de noche. Mantener pulsado la 1. La poción de chotacabras.
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed.
¿Qué está pasando?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Le da igual.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies say?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Farewell.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
Superviviente.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend.
Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune.
Hello.
Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Athe now!
Joder. A caminar.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between...
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
God be with you.
Señor, no empuje. Hostia. ¿What? Vigilar las almenas. No tengo una misión como tal, voy a dar vueltas por aquí. Ups, perdón.
Good health to you.
What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not many capable of thinking so fast.
Farewell. Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
Hey.
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Pasar el tiempo con la T. Un par de horitas. No. Vamos a comer. 25. No sé cuánto tiempo tengo que pasar. ¿Qué está pasando? Buah. Yo no recordaba el juego contando historia. Sabía la cosa.
We're coming at them like scallops.
see how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
De la pelota, ¿eh?
To inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty.
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
¿Conseguido paz? Creo que se haya tragado. Que tiene otros problemas, supongo. Vámonos. Menos mal.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
De pegar puñetazos a todo el mundo. Vale, vamos a guardar. Y nada, de momento lo dejaremos por aquí. La historia está guapa, la verdad. No sé cómo avanzará porque el combate lo veo rarete, pero bueno. De momento, lo dicho, lo dejamos por aquí. Y mañana nos vemos con más y espero que mejor. Adiós.